Hi there, and welcome to the 5-Minute English Podcast, the place where you learn real English for real life in just 5 minutes a day. Here, we keep things simple, practical, and easy to follow. You'll hear clear English, useful conversations, and everyday vocabulary that you can actually use, whether you're learning at home, on a break, or on the go. New episodes drop regularly, so don't forget to follow, subscribe, and turn on the bell if you're watching on YouTube. We've got a free vocabulary PDF waiting for you in the description. Let's dive in and start learning. Today we're diving into a topic that many of us experience, but don't always talk about: overthinking. Have you ever found yourself thinking about a decision over and over again, going through every possible outcome and still feeling stuck? You're not alone. Overthinking can make simple decisions feel difficult and important decisions feel impossible. So here's the big question for today. How does overthinking affect our ability to make decisions? And what can we do about it? To help me explore this, Lisa is here with me today. Hi, Lisa.
Hi. Yes, overthinking is something I know very well. It means thinking too much about a situation or a choice. Instead of making a decision and moving on, you keep going back and forth in your head.
Right? And sometimes the more you think, the more confused you feel. Have you ever had a moment where you thought so much about something that you couldn't decide at all?
Definitely. That's called analysis paralysis. You try so hard to make the perfect choice that you end up doing nothing at all. And sometimes that's worse than just making a simple decision.
Exactly. And when we overthink, we often start imagining things that could go wrong, even if they probably won't. It makes us feel more worried and unsure.
Yes, it can create a lot of stress. You start to doubt yourself, even when your first idea was probably good. Sometimes I find it helpful to stop and ask, is this really such a big problem? That helps me think more clearly.
That's a great tip. I also think it helps to give yourself a time limit. For example, I'll think about this for 10 minutes, then I'll decide. Otherwise, the thinking never stops.
Good point. And trusting your gut, your instinct, is also important. Often, your first feeling or idea is the right one, but we don't listen to it because we keep overthinking.
So true. So what's the key to stopping overthinking?
I think the key is balance. It's good to think before you decide, but don't get stuck. Ask for advice if you need to, take a break, or write things down to help organize your thoughts.
Great advice, Lisa. And for our listeners, talking about topics like this is a great way to practice English at a higher level. You're learning to express real thoughts, not just basic answers. That's all for today's episode of 5-Minute English Podcast. We hope this conversation helped you understand the idea of overthinking and gave you some useful tips for both life and language learning.
Remember, it's okay to take time to think, but don't let it stop you from moving forward. And keep practicing your English by listening, speaking, and talking about real-life topics like this.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with a friend. Until next time, stay confident, keep learning, and don't overthink it.
Bye for now.
Want more daily English practice? Subscribe to 5-Minute English Podcast for more beginner lessons every week. Like, comment, and share if you found this helpful. See you next time, and remember, practice a little every day. You're doing great.